Good morning. We're at our mountain cabin this week, and I wanted to show you, after all the work of opening up, which is, a lot of it is physical labor. You know, like I said, I completely washed the whole kitchen and all the dishes, and Robert had to do all the work of getting the propane and the generator and the deck all ready to go. So anyways, we need time to relax. And one of the things we do to relax is we play the Victrola. We have a Victrola here in our cabin. And I wanted Robert to tell you a little bit about the history of it, and then I'll show you how it works.
Hello everyone. So we came to have a place in Silver City because my great aunt and her husband would drive cattle up into this area in the early part of the last century. And they bought some land, and they had cowhands camp on the land for about a decade, and then they built a cabin which is next door to where we are. And they built the cabin around a stove, a wood-burning stove, which Jill might show you.
I'm going to show you that.
They built the cabin in the early 30s, and at the time there really wasn't electricity available hardly anywhere, although there was some generation down in the San Joaquin Valley. And so they would sit outside at night and they would have a campfire, and one of the extravagances that they invested in was a Victrola. And it was over in the old cabin, and it had a phenomenal collection of opera and current music, and they would sit outside around the campfire and play the Victrola. So when we purchased this cabin, one of the things we did to sort of honor the legacy is we purchased, or I bought for Jill, a Victrola. Looks almost exactly like the one that was in the old cabin.
Yeah.
So Jill is going to demonstrate it for you.
Show you how it works. So the Victrola is a record player without electricity. And you can see the inside. I have a record prepared for you, and it's called I Found $1 Million Baby by Bing Crosby. We love Bing Crosby in our family. And this particular song we love because Barbara Streisand sang it, my favorite, in Funny Lady. And so my girls all did talent shows to I Found $1 Million Baby, which is funny. But the Victrola requires you to wind it up. So you wind it up, there's like a big rubber band or something in there.
A spring.
A spring, okay, there's a spring in there. You wind it up, and if you look over here, you can see that there's all these needles, and you can replace the needles when they get, here's the needle here, and you can replace them when they get dull. Here you can see the famous icon of the little dog listening to music. So we turn it on, and we pull this over, put it down. I just love it.
Show them the volume control.
Okay, so here's the volume control.
I found $1 million baby in a 5 and
Gets a lot louder when you open up the cabinet here.
Show them.
And then we have records down here.
I hung around for 3 or 4 around $1 million baby in a 5.
So we're going to have a spot of tea and just relax in our little cabin with our Victrola.